We have are these like highly intensive topics that we're going to talk about, or are they just random topics we're going to talk about?
These I asked people to send in any questions they might have, and they sent them in, and I'm going to read them. I don't know what they are.
Okay. Here we go.
Number 1. Have you ever lived anywhere outside of Canada?
Yes. Germany.
How old were you?
Like 1.
And why were you there?
Dad was in the military, Air Force Base. So we were in Germany until he got posted here in Canada. Nova Scotia and then Ottawa.
I have not. I've only lived in Canada.
Okay.
But you have.
I lived briefly in Seoul, Korea.
Yeah.
Teaching English.
Yeah. But I've...
2 English kids. It was a weird school.
It was great because they said, "Oh, you're here to teach English. Okay, take these preschoolers and teach them English."
Yeah.
So I am their beginning.
Yeah.
They're running around, they're screaming, and then there's this English guy trying to get them under control.
I'm getting out of here. I hate teaching.
To this day, those kids are the best street performers that are out.
What are some of your bucket list items?
I want to visit Rome.
Okay, the last time we had questions, I said, "Is there anywhere that you want to travel?" And you said no.
Well, I want to see the Colosseum.
Been there. Done that.
Yeah. More than once, I think.
I'm going again in February.
Yeah. I'd like to see the Colosseum.
Yeah, you really like that Spartacus.
Yeah, that kind of stuff. Yeah.
You know, it's still not happening, right? It's
Like I want to
hold
see
the games there anymore.
I want to see if I can, convince some
It's not in black and white.
some of the locals to reenact.
Throw a couple hobos, a couple dollars. throw a sword in the
Fight
middle.
to the death. No.
Bum Fights Coliseum Edition.
$5 and a Twinkie. Go! Bucket list? I would love to own a Lamborghini.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Just been my fantasy car. There's a guy down the street who owns a really hot supercar. It's got to be $400,000 or $500,000.
Yeah, but he's probably 70 years old,
No,
and everybody
he's
when he drives
like
by,
30.
everyone's like midlife crisis car.
I don't care.
Why would you drive $1 million car on Ottawa roads?
Yeah, no kidding.
Because I would be able to afford it and not care. That's what I'm saying. I would like to have that position where I can have that car.
So it's not that you could have the car; it's that you could have that money.
I would like to be able to have that car and not worried that someone's going to scratch it. I'd have to be that well off. But my fantasy car and dream thing would be to drive and own a Lamborghini. I would love it. Doesn't necessarily mean I live here. If I'm going to own a car like that, maybe I'm in Florida by this time and I'm driving down the coast. That kind of stuff, right?
Cannonball.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay. I guess one of the things on my bucket list is I would like to live to 100.
Good luck.
Not going to happen.
What's your favorite holiday?
Christmas, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
It's just there's a different feeling around Christmas, right? As opposed to all of the other holidays. There's
Relief that it's finally over?
maybe.
I like it when the kids are excited and getting excited for Christmas, like the grandkids and all that. It's
Like
and it's the one time a year all the family
There's
gets
some
together.
of that, but it's mostly just like it's a family thing. I don't know. Somewhere in between childhood and adulthood, there's a change that happens where actually being with the family is what becomes important.
Okay. For me, I'm getting kind of like tired of holidays.
I thought you were going to say family.
Yeah.
What?
I thought you were going to say I'm getting kind of tired of family.
No, like I like the family getting together aspect, but I don't care if it's like on a day when it's not a holiday. There's nothing about the Christmas that really draws me in.
Right.
So I don't have a favorite holiday.
Okay.
Christmas to me has now just become spending money.
It is an expensive holiday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
In case you didn't know, it's always about the money with Paul. In everything we do.
I'm
It
just
is.
a pragmatist.
Yeah. Hey, Paul, why don't you have a drink with that? I'd love that. How much is it? I'm paying for it. Yeah, but how much is it? I've already paid for it. Don't worry. Yeah, but how much is it? Oh, I'm not paying for that.
Oh, like
I actually remember this conversation verbatim
This was an actual conversation we had.
on the cruise ship.
Christmas. No, it was at the football game.
No, it was at a
It
cruise
was at the
ship.
cruise ship.
Oh, what?
Yeah,
sitting-
and at the football
Sitting,
game.
I think we were either at the Italian place or the steakhouse. I can't remember which one it was.
Both. Like, he argued every time I tried to get him to drink.
It was that like that
Tapenaki?
burgers and shakes type place.
Oh, okay.
Remember?
That,
Yeah.
yeah, that too.
That's what exactly
every
what
place,
it was.
Every place.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, when you have money, you don't have to think about these things. But when you're, you
Except-
don't have all that money,
When somebody's already said they're paying,
yeah, but then you have to decide, is it worth it? Is the value there to make somebody else pay for your expensive thing?
Right.
except everybody else was having it.
Yeah, but I'm not a greedy guy. I was going to switch.
He's a pain in the ass, but he's not a greedy guy.
Okay, the three of you are really close. How close are Don and his kids?
I don't think as close as we are, but it's a different relationship, right?
We're close to the point of, father and
And
kid.
adult children.
Yeah. Like they have their lives, they have their own kids now. Like my daughter, she's married, 2 kids, career. My son is trying to launch his career again and all that kind of stuff. We see each other when we can, but I'm also on the road a lot. But I know they're there if I ever need them ever.
And we're old now and have no lives, so we can
Yeah.
hang out more.
It's true.
I think we get together because it's habit now, not because we really want to.
Yeah, like,
What are you trying to say?
I kind of don't
I
want to
think
be near Mark.
I think
but
I just said it.
if you enjoy Lego, do you have a favorite set?
This is a question that was somebody posted?
Yeah.
Probably Tony. Tony loves Lego.
Okay, I do like Lego, but I'm not good at putting them together the way my son is good at putting them together.
Which son?
Quinn.
Okay.
Like, he's the type, like, he's got an engineer's mind. Like, he looks at the instructions and he can and build it perfectly. Like, if I got a Lego set, I would give it to him to build.
I always looked at them in the store and I said, wow, that's awesome. But I would never buy it for me
Yeah.
because then I have to do stuff.
Yeah.
I remember seeing a set, and it was the entire Main Street USA of Disney World, with the monorail going out through it. They had the train there, and the castle in the background, and all the houses down. And it was decorated as Christmas. And it's like $2,000 some way back then. Like it had so much pieces to it.
$2,000 set?
Yeah, it would literally cover this table. That's how big it was. Like,
But I can't imagine spending that kind of money on Lego.
That better be bigger than the table if it's $2,000.
and this is back then.
Oh.
Have you priced Lego yet lately? Like a little TIE fighter is $100 and some. So yeah, 2000 is actually not. That would be a bargain right now. But I saw that a long time ago.
See, I can see how Paul's thinking about why would I pay money to work,
Yeah.
right?
That doesn't make sense to
That
me.
doesn't make sense.
Hey Dad, I just saw this Lego set. Looks really good. Oh yeah, son, I didn't have any price tag. Oh no, yeah, you keep dreaming.
Looks like we have time for one more.
All right.
Okay. 2 more. Do you collect anything?
Yep. What do you? How about you?
No, not so much.
Nothing. You?
Bills.
See, money. It's all
They
about money.
seem to pile up in my house.
Pay them.
Oh,
They go away.
do I collect anything?
Paul collects dust.
You go and I'm going to think about this.
Don collects a lot of things.
Yeah, I collect broken hearts.
Oh boy, he collects model ships.
Model ships.
He
yeah.
collects Popcos.
But not the
pops.
model ships he put together.
No,
The ship models
ships
of every ship I've gone
that
on.
goes on there. Yeah, that have them available.
I also like to buy like one item from a different country whenever I visit a different country or take a trip. Like
See, I'm not big
I
on
just got back from
knickknacks.
France, brought back a little statue of the Statue of Liberty. Not the Liberty, the
Souvenirs.
yes,
So,
the
okay.
Yeah, I'm not big on knickknacks. I don't like little knickknacks.
Well, you got all these.
yeah,
Did you mention that?
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I tried to, when I was a teenager, I tried to start collecting chess sets. Because I got a really nice one from Korea. Really fancy. And then it just became too expensive.
Because I had to buy a second
So,
set.
so I got 4 or 5 of them, and I said, "Yeah, this can't work out." Also, then after that, the only thing I think I collected was Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
Don't do any.
Yu-Gi-Oh and World of Warcraft cards at one point.
Yeah, because we thought that was going to be the next big thing.
Yeah.
How'd that work out for you?
I have a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
Your wife collects Disney pins.
She used to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, she bought every one they had.
Yeah, so she doesn't have. She's finished the collection. And the last one is, what is your favorite Halloween costume or Halloween memory?
I think my favorite Halloween memory is probably when you dressed up as a little girl back on her.
Was that at Halloween?
I hope so.
Well, you dressed up as a girl too.
But it wasn't as memorable.
That's their favorite memories.
His favorite
Favorite
memory.
close.
He was a cute girl. I had a friend in high school, and I just thought he was cool. Like, he could do no wrong.
Jim?
No, Matt.
Matt, okay, Matt. Okay.
And we had a Halloween dance, and everybody's going in their fancy costumes. And he had a garbage bag on, and 3 happy face paper things stuck. 1, 2, 3, and he was a totem pole. That's what he wore, and it worked.
Okay, so Matt.
College and drinking.
No. Matt had a charisma about him that it didn't matter what he did. It's like kind of like a Ryan Reynolds. Like he's just got that charisma.
Like for graduation,
He wore shorts.
high school graduation,
Right.
It was like a tux, but the pants were shorts.
Yeah, and this was before everyone did that.
Yeah, he also, before people were talking about cultural appropriation, he got dreadlocks.
Right. Yes.
He's a white guy with blonde hair. He got dreadlocks.
Yeah.
You know.
He was a kind of a trailblazer for a lot of things.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah. So that was my favorite totem pole.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
Mine was when my kids were old enough to go out for trick or treating.
And you didn't have to go with them.
Because I had to stay home for the candy. But I set up a big table. I had these folding tables, and there was a big one up front, and I had this long black drape in front of it, so you couldn't see underneath. And I had all these candies up on top in bowls, and then I put a werewolf mask on and went under the table. And every time a little kid came up to go and take some candy, I'd pop out. I did this once, and the little kid was going, ah, and the mother ran down the street, left her kid just sitting there like a 4-year-old, and she was running down the street in terror.
I did something
That
like
was
that
my
last year.
favorite memory.
Last year, we usually do like family costumes with the boys, and so it was the boys wanted to do Five Nights at Freddy's. So I was Freddy, and I was in the whole getup, and I stood in the corner of the house, like of the porch, as if I was like one of those just mannequins. And I would just stay there and stay there and stay there and not move and not move and not move until a kid got closer, and then I'd be like, "Hi!" And that made some kids cry.
Falls off the step, concussion.
But funny.
Oh, okay, we have to cut it off there because the video is getting long.
Okay.
That's a first. Our videos are long. So remember, if you've learned nothing, Paul is cheap.